Very powerful one, very common one. I think it was it you? It was with some, maybe one night, you both were like,
Yeah.
So now we're going to cover another one. I'm going to do the Gracie one, but I'll show you kind of a variation that will work too, because you're probably not going to encounter this as often. And we'll work with the t-shirts, because doing it with the gi can be a little bit hard on your wrist. When somebody grabs you here on the shirt and brings you this way. By the way, people don't do this a lot anymore, not since the 1950s. But there are actually a lot of judo throws where they'll do this to lift you up. So, you know, if you get a chance to break a judoka's wrist. All right, so he comes in, he comes here. So I'm going to make a heart, because I love Eric so much.
I love it.
Here, and I want to glue his hand to my chest. Now, I'm just going to turn my foot out and bow here. Now my foot goes outside his foot, and I continue the rotation. Here. Okay. This is a really important concept. I want to explain something that will help you with your jiu-jitsu no matter what you do. Okay. When I do this, for instance, you see people go fall or fly. Why does that happen?
The body has to follow.
Well, why does everything go like that? It happens before the pain happens. Right? He flies before the pain happens. Here's why. The body knows that once the structure starts getting compromised, it can get injured very easily. So notice that by doing this, watch his knee. It collapses his knee. Right? Because what happens? I go in, it forces the elbow in. The shoulder drops, it puts pressure on that leg. He has to fold that knee in order to not injure his knee. So I'm showing you this as a concept of wrist locks, but this applies to everything. Right? People will move to try to keep their body in alignment, and if they can't move, then the joint breaks. Right? But also, I can manipulate somebody. Like I can come here and set up a takedown because I need to collapse or freeze that leg, but I do it over here instead of having to actually just grab the leg and freeze it. So there's all sorts of ways I can direct other parts of his body by manipulating a weaker part. If I come here and I control his elbow, see how I turn his head? I do this a lot with my guillotines. Right? I'll pull the person's elbow, and the head will come where I need it to be instead of just trying to grab the head and pull. Does that make sense? So in this situation, that's why he can't move his leg, he's gonna fall because wrist turns the elbow, elbow turns the shoulder, pushes the shoulder down, shoulder pushes the leg down. So I come here. Now, what I'm not doing is this. I keep it tight, I turn my foot and I bow immediately. Now, all my weight stays on this leg. The foot goes out, I turn, up here. A variation you can do is he just grabs like this. So I'm going to turn this way, come back. I didn't step in front, but I can come here and turn that way. Okay. So you understand? There's variations. I can come and catch your arm, catch the head. Okay. And I keep this. I turn it. For police work, come here, start pushing. All right. So let's try this one a little bit. Okay, let's go. All right, so I got